YouTube, we finally got tour guide. It's amazing for Burning Abyss. And even though it may seem like, damn, bro, you're making a Burning Abyss video every now and then. Every second video is Burning Abyss video, and that's true. Because Burning Abyss, best deck, let's go! And as you saw, tour guide is so cheap, like 850 gems. That's incredibly cheap, free to play. Konami finally putting in the work, making Duel Links a good game. What the hell? Konami, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you dying or something? No, but anyways. Yeah, you get 15 packs, you get tour guide, you get vagabonds. It's amazing. It's an amazing deal. And now you may be wondering, how does one tour guide and a 30 card deck do any difference? Like, yeah, sure, one tour guide is amazing, but, one tour guide shouldn't make a difference, right? Well, wrong, because with Skarm we can search for the tour guide. And with Rhino we have 6 Skarms, So we have amazing chances of, if not opening tour guide. The better thing for tour guide is to follow up, because you want to go with it into back row. It's much easier to go with it into back row. So this is the issue we've been having. The flips were so bad for us, if they floodgate us. Bro, why is it always so loud? But anyways, if they floodgate us, we're in trouble. If they, book us, if they Canadi us, we're in big trouble. So, in other words, having tour guide now is, one card that can push through the back row is much better now, and potentially makes this deck meta worthy. And I would say it is now meta worthy. I did say it was top tier before. It's even more top tier now. It's it has fairly decent matchups all around. With side deck as well, we can close the gap with DDDs. Playing magical spring is amazing. So yeah, this is now the deck list that I went for. I would probably play Fiend Griefing, but I wanted to post this version. If you're playing on the ladder, you may not face a lot of decks that would use the graveyard, so you may not need the Fiend Griefing on the ladder. So I decided to post this version for you all. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty standard. 1 tour guide, 3 Skarm, 3 Rhino. It's not the most free-to-play deck, not at all. But you can, build it in time. You can also play it much more free-to-play if you remove 1 Skarm, if you remove 1 Rhino, if you remove all the, expensive back row, you can, play much cheaper back row, like I said, Fiend Griefing and stuff. So you can make the deck much cheaper for yourself. And besides that, the ratios are standard. Like I said, 3 Cheer, you want to play 3 Farfa. Now I did decide to play 2 Rubiks, because I did feel like Barbar doesn't come off, enough times that it would be worth playing it. I did decide to play 1 Alich for the Gandora matchup, even though I'm actually not liking it, to be honest. I would maybe even switch 1 Alich for 1 Barber or something like that. Or maybe play 1 Kytrade, I don't know. But this is the deck list that I went for. This is the extra deck. Now, I did like Alucard very much. Shadow Lich actually came up 1 match, but it's not the, it's not the best card. The important part of the extra deck is 2 Dante, 1 Virgin. I would say Breaksword is kind of nice. Not needed though. You definitely want to play Nightmare Shark, because Nightmare Shark per game comes up actually a lot. And like I said, Alucard did come up a lot. I did feel like I would want to use it a lot. So that's why I didn't go with the Corbage package. But yeah. Now that's the deck list. Mind of the Plana is the skill, as you will see in the duel replays. And now it is time to duel! So yeah, the deck is pretty nice now. I do think it's meta worthy. I'm not sure what tier I would put it yet. The meta is still shaping up, so I will have to wait and see what how it goes. And also we're playing against Nin, the goat himself, on the ladder. So yeah, let's see. Red Eyes Roulette, okay. Red Eyes Spirit. Okay. We actually kind of open-goated here. But let's see. Red Eyes Fusion, okay. So this is standard. Maybe Slash isn't the standard play here. What in the Archfiend stuff of Despair? That's actually a pretty nice goal. I'm not sure if it's optimal, but it's pretty. I'm not sure if it's optimal, but it's pretty fun. Because this actually has a lot of synergy with the the Slash and the freaking Gear Freak. So yeah, pretty fun card, I would say. Okay, we can now go in with our boys. We can go into the Dante mill the Rhino. We can drop the cheer summon the Skarm. We also don't have another Skarm for search, but okay. I guess it's fine to have the Skarm here, as we can econ take it. Okay, so here we want to book him so he doesn't have any negates, and then we can also negate him with breakthrough skill. So we're now he does get his this is why his equip is so nice, because he does get it straight up back. With Dante we can mill, Farfa we can banish. Weird decision to banish. Maybe, oh, we wanted to go for game somehow, but okay, can we go for game? Oh, okay, so we had game, but I accidentally, because we tribute Dante, we swing for game with those two, but I accidentally clicked the freaking this actually happened so many times that I would actually just click just click the first effect to change the battle position instead. Oh, so it wouldn't be game because oh wait, is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. You can special summon it. Okay, so we would have game. My bad. We would have game, but it is what it is. Clicked it. One would think, okay, after a couple he would realize to not click the first effect of econ, but hey. So this is really powerful part with the Gearfried. He can summon the Slash, then he can get back the Archfiend Staff of Despair. But the bad thing for him is he did put himself in a very uncomfortable situation here, because now that he unclogged our field, we can just go for game with the Nightmare Shark for game. So let's see. And just go with the tour guide. You want with tour guide, you want to usually summon the Rhino. Why? Because Rhino is basically any of your you don't want to make the decision yet usually, and Rhino is any of your Burning Abyss cards, because he can send it when it's sent to the graveyard. So we can go with Nightmare Shark here, and GG's Nidnen. You kind of got away with my misclick, but we still won. We still persevered. But anyways. So this is very quickly becoming one of my favorite decks. I'm enjoying it very much. Actually is getting even support by Konami, which is pretty I'm not used to it, to actually get surprise support every now and then. But hey, we do be taking those, Okay, another Red Eyes. Red Eyes is actually pretty nice, I guess. I guess people watched my last video. But yeah, Red Eyes is actually pretty nice nowadays. I'm not sure if it's a competitor for the meta. but it is pretty nice. Now he does have the black metal dragon, which is basically a search, but the good thing is he doesn't have any back row. We can go into the Dante, mill a lot. We mill amazing, because now we can summon the Skarm and also send the Skarm with the Fiendish, so we have, you know, potential. This is the best turn too, basically. You know, we have Dante plus Skarm, which gets another search. We get with the Skarm another search, and then we also have 3 back row, which is crazy, you know. So here is the example, a prime example where we don't actually go into the freaking tour guide. Why? Because, you know, why would we want to go with tour guide here if we can't, you know, we're clogged? And you may think, yeah, but he may unclog you. Yes, that's true, but we don't want to give him that opportunity, because, you know, he then has multiple equips with the slash, and then, you know, we're in trouble. Now we can floodgate the dude, which is pretty nice. In the battle phase, you know, when you want to have your toggle on, we now can, you know, flip him down. He negates. We can break through skill as we did last duel. So we can flip him down, and now potentially we could have game through 2 monsters with Farfalla, and if we top decked a freaking if we top decked a back row, or if top decked what is it called? If we top deck any Burning Abyss monster, we just go with Virgin Bounce, them Farfa the second one, and we have game. While here, it seems like we won't have game. Actually, we could have game. With Alucard, yeah, it's game still. This is why Alucard is so amazing. Whereas Breaksword here would only be nice if we had... actually, Breaksword here would be also still be nice, because we top deck Tour Guide, you know, so we can Tour Guide. And then still, because we haven't normal summoned yet, but we can just... And we have that control aspect of the deck, you know, of the archetype. That's what I like about the deck. We have that control part, while we can also be very, very oppressive, you know, because we can banish a lot, we can, you know, destroy the back row, we can destroy the monsters. So yeah, that's extremely nice, I would say. Pretty nice. So I would definitely recommend this deck if you're a control enthusiast like I am. Now, maybe this deck wouldn't be the best for everyone, because it's not very linear, and that's why I maybe wouldn't recommend it, because it is very, very, you know, situational and adaptable, I would say. And also, I would say the power of this deck is, you know, crazy, but the thing is that you have to learn how to navigate the deck. Now we are playing against Mayosenjus here, it seems. I want to also visit Mayosenjus, but, you know, I don't have all the cards yet. We don't mill 3 here. Why? That's a good question. I guess because we already have everything. Here we also can search for the tour guide. Ballista squad, we can pop one of the back row. Dante can also get back the cheer. Cheer can also float into the Skarm. This is why Ballista is so amazing. I would definitely play 3 Ballista if I had it. He can still manage to Pendulum Summon, but unfortunately for him only the Shinshu L. We can now go into the secret move, is gonna negate. Okay. We can set the back row. Skarm searches in the end phase. Maybe we could have went with cheer instead of... maybe we could have went with cheer instead of the tour guide, and then maybe tour guide as a follow-up, so maybe we could push for game, but yeah. The thing is, against Mayosenjus, you want to be as fast as possible, because if you're not, you will get punished, you know. They basically gain resources over the long run. And even though my Burning Abyss has a nice grind game, I don't think it has the grind game of Mayosenjus, because they can once per turn bounce, you know, up to 2, 4, 5 cards, even 6 cards technically. But yeah. Now the thing is, I know how they work, so I can play against them pretty nicely probably. So the thing is here, we don't need to activate the back row. The thing is, this card basically yoinks every targeting. So if we wanted to target, we would have to target, just waste our back row. And the thing is, we're not really afraid of an exceed here because they are limited only to Mayosenjus monsters and they don't have any exceeds. So the thing is, we know we're gonna take 3k damage, but possibly 4, but we're gonna be able to survive. And the thing is, now he doesn't have any hand traps, so maybe we can OTK if we top deck a freaking Burning Abyss monster, but we don't, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to do like this. Cheer can also revive the Skarm. We can settle the back row. Now the thing is, we have to kind of be careful with his skill, but the good thing is he's clogged, so he can't even use his skill. Also, we get the search with the Skarm. The thing is, Mayosenjus goes through the back so well. That's the biggest issue, basically, against this deck. Is we are reliant on the back row, but they can go through the back row so well. Now the thing is, we flip down his monster here, so he has to go into attack, which means he's gonna have it. Attack at on our turn, which means we can go through his life points, and just win. Okay, so he can bounce. We don't care. Cheer can revive. And in the end phase he bounces, he doesn't give us a surge, and we win because we can go through, attack through, his hand traps. So yeah, that's pretty nice showcase of, if you know the matchups, you can turn around the hard matchup, to your favor. Whereas I would say this is potentially a pretty hard matchup for us. Mayosenjus is actually pretty nice nowadays with channeling. Channeling is so good. So yeah, GG's. Okay, Yuta. Against Phantom Knights, I feel like we have a winning matchup, to be honest. Like, if we go first, that's already... And with... Oh, it's not Phantom Knights, but now with also Tour Guide, we have, an amazing follow-up, whereas there before we didn't have that good follow-up. So the thing is, here he doesn't go into the into the freaking synchro because he wants to be able to go in with the Black Rose probably. So we have to be, cautious of that. He's out of loom, which is great to know. So let's see, what are we gonna do? So we decide to go with the Farfa Banish Lumina, so, we're safe from the Black Rose. Also, we mill Fiendish Rhino, which is amazing for us, because we can mill the freaking Rubik, yeah. We milled already the Skarm, so there's nothing, other to mill. We can now search. And with 3 back row, we should be able to control this pretty well. Now he still tries to go for that, Black Rose, but unfortunately for him, he can pop both of our back row, which is kind of unfortunate for us as well. We now go with the Tour. Fortunately, we're not in the zone for lethal plays with Nightmare Shark. And the thing is, I did kind of misplay here because his field is kind of clogged now. And we can literally control the duel for Fort because Dante and Cheer, equipped with the Cheer, or just Dante and Cheer, it doesn't have to be equipped, is the Cheer floats into the Dante then grabs the Cheer back, so we can have this loop and, deck out. And even though deck out is not, shouldn't be a viable strategy, you should take it into account because he is at 4 cards in the deck, and the decks like that, like Fluffle and, that maybe stall like Mayosenjus, you have to different strategy. You have to, adapt your strategy and potentially even stall sometimes, potentially TK sometimes, like against buffles. You can even stall or OTK, you know, a lot of strategies, and a lot of times you don't just, you know, grind. Whereas here, because he's clogged, I think our best win condition is just to wait for 4 turns, you know. But because they can be very dangerous when they're unclogged, I decided to that, you know, I'm playing on the ladder, so I decided to do that. And yeah, that was kind of dumb, because now we're pretty, you know, now, of course, the odds of him having a levy plus the freaking having all of these cards as a follow-up was pretty low, you know. Meteor burst, because we also had the Rhino equipped, so we were kind of, you know, chilling on that. But, you know, he had Black Luster Soldier, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, you know, a levy in the hand. Okay, let me just, you know, stop blabbing. But I thought it was fine to go with that play here. You know, I thought it was very hard for him to come back, especially, like I said, because we had the Shrine of Warrior, and we didn't expect him to be able to go with the Synchros with still clogged field and not having any Lightsworns, and, you know, for follow-up Black Luster Soldier, which you shouldn't expect. The thing is, he misplayed because he didn't first, you know, attack with the Black Luster Soldier, so we were gonna take it, and he scoops because, yeah, we decay, we have game pretty, you know, we can come back into this duel pretty comfortably. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you now know how to also play Burning Abyss. Showed very well what is your turn 1, what is your fall, how do you control the game. Of course, I'm not at all perfect with the deck. I still am trying to learn it a lot. I did make a lot of misplays, you know, when I was playing. So, yeah, that's basically. See you in the. Bye. Bye.